All right, good morning. So, this is a question I get contractors all over the country. How do I combat seal coating contractors that are lowballing work? So, what I can tell you, probably 90% of the times, if they are lowballing the work, they're not doing it correctly. They're not doing it to the manufacturer specifications. So, if you follow me on social media, you'll see I've said this year I'm going to try to test a lot of unconventional marketing techniques this year. Kind of going back to what I used to do 20 years ago. I don't really do marketing anymore. 90% of my work is from referrals and repeat clients. But this year, as I'm trying to get into lead generation and things like this to kind of expand into other things, I'm going back to testing a lot of marketing that I did 20 years ago to see how it still relates to today. Huge fan of digital marketing, but it's absolutely getting saturated. Cost per clicks are through the roof. And I think to kind of break through all those other contractors that are, people are blocking ads on their phones now. They're blocking emails that are coming in with their spam filters are becoming much more in depth at blocking emails from like popular email distributors, such as Constant Contact, those guys. So I think as a contractor, if you want to succeed with lead generation, you got to kind of start to think outside the box. I pick seal coating. I don't do a ton of seal coating anymore. Mostly a commercial paving contractor, very niche, even in the contractors I work for. I pick seal coating because it's literally an easy target. It's something I'm actually going to test to see how it works this year. Obviously, I'll report back and let everybody know how it works. It's an easy target for me. I mean, you're dealing with mostly very unsophisticated contractors. They're not financially sophisticated. They're not tech sophisticated. I think it's an easy market to pretty much test and disrupt if you have any type of tech stack that you're using. Again, a lot of the stuff I'm trying to bring into the industry right now to help other contractors. So this is an issue we deal with in the seal coating industry is huge, is obviously, contractors going out lowballing work. You guys know, especially in the seal coating industry, the only way they're beating your price probably 80-90% of the time is they're not doing the job to spec. They're not prepping right. They're not diluting the sealer properly. They're not putting down two coats. So as you can see from this letter, and I'll go through it and kind of show you the framework, it took me probably 2 hours to write this, which it's crazy for 2 pages, 2 hours to write this, a couple different revisions. I put the final revision through ChatGPT and asked it for readability, told them what the target market is, and it got a 5 out of 5. So I'm pretty sure this one's going to be gold. But as you can see from it, you can see obviously I'm a big fan of Dan Kennedy using the PASS framework for the problem agitate solution. So if you go through and read it, so here it is, truth about asphalt silicone. No one's telling you why it's costing you credibility in your clients, and it fails. So immediately, this letter is targeted towards commercial property managers. So if a commercial property manager is managing a commercial property, what is their biggest fear? Well, their biggest fear is losing that account. And how do you lose that account? Well, you collect a bunch of bids for seal coating. You take the cheapest one, it wears off, and the property owner walks the property. And here's an example job like this that's a year old. And they say, hey, Sally, we just spent $50,000 on seal coating the shopping center and a year ago, and the job looks like it's 4 years old. What happens? So immediately when a property manager, and I'll show you how to get them to actually open this letter and read it. Immediately when they read this, they're going to connect this because this is a fear. This is, something they're looking at psychological. So it's going through, let's be honest, asphalt seal coating is one of the most oversold and under-delivered service. Just gets right to the point. And it's like shredding budget dollars and flushing them down your parking lot storm drain. And you could see with this letter I'm going to send out, I have shredded money in an envelope that you can actually buy these envelopes. So I've got shredded money on there. So up in that upper left-hand corner, that's where it's stapled. So right away, it gets the impact across. Here's the picture right here for verification purposes. Most seal coating contractors promise 2 coats of pavement sealer, but in reality, only apply 1 thin coat, and that coat often fails within months. So here's the problem. When seal coating fails, it doesn't fall back on the contractor. It reflects poorly on you, the property manager owner. Again, highlighted. They're going to go right down. They're going to see that. Again, you're reinforcing what their fear is. So So I go through, explain the reasons why. This is why we're different. We don't believe in vague promises, cheap shortcuts. We believe in transparency, accountability, and education. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you understand that's all I preach. So this branding wise follows what my social media following is. So if they search me on LinkedIn, everything they see in this letter, I practice what I preach. They're going to see it out there. Goes through. We've enclosed a free guide, how to ensure you get a true 2-code application. So this is this guide I was talking about earlier this morning on social media, where we're going to give them this guide that is 8 pages long, and it tells them how to definitely make sure when a contractor is telling them they're putting 2 coats of sealer down, they're actually going to get that 2 coats of sealer down there. It says we're not afraid to give it away because we know 99% of seal coating contractors in South Jersey, Delaware won't follow it. If you're stuck using low bid contractors, this guy could help be your best insurance policy. So if you're sitting out here's where I am boxing out the leads that I do not want contacting me. This is how. So you picture a marketing funnel. Okay. So all the leads go into the top of the funnel, and at the bottom of the funnel is where you get the quality leads that are coming out. The ones that are in the top that you don't want going through the bottom, this is how you phase them out. So here we go. If you're simply looking for the lowest bid, we'll be up front. We're not the right fit. And honestly, this guide probably won't be much of value to you either. So you're just telling them up front, listen, if you're just looking for a cheap price, stick with these guys you've been using, the guys working out of barrels that, live in apartments and change their name every year. Just stick with those guys. We're definitely not the guy for you. So we're being upfront. So this is providing us collateral use, so we're not wasting time running leads, trying to nurture a lead that has no interest in doing the job the right way. But it goes one step further. So this goes back to how now we're going to be offering 3 levels of seal coating: a good, better, and best. So what this does is it keeps them on the hook if they're possibly price conscious, but they're also looking to find a contractor that's quality, but this is the reason they want to do the work this way. It pretty much keeps them on the hook. So if you're looking for a quick 1-code application just to improve curb appeal before a property sale or a repaving project, we're happy to help with that too, as long as everyone's on the same page. So again, you may have property managers, property owners that they're trying to put a property up for lease. They don't have money. Maybe the CAM budget's low. They got to get a picture up on LoopNet, or they got to get a picture up on CoStar. They just want to get it black. You're being upfront with them and telling them, listen, this isn't the right way to do it. We don't recommend it this way, but this is what your budget is, and this is what you want to do. We can get you into that box, okay? But this isn't the way we would do it. This is how you separate yourself from every other seal coating contractor that is out there. You're telling them that you have a different method for them that is different from how they're selling it, because they're selling this product as an end all to everything. They're not being transparent. They're not being upfront. They're not giving them options. This is how you separate yourself. Now, this is also great if you're trying to get your foot into a door of a client. So let's say there's a large client, they do a lot of seal coating, the other contractor is not doing the work the right way. This is how you gradually get that door open to give yourself an in inside there. It says, if you're looking to try someone else, we'd love to be your number 2 contractor. We understand you probably have a go-to already. No hard feelings. We just ask for a shot to earn your trust on a property or 2. This goes back to the lumpy mail that I use. So if you see right here, this is a number 2 that I bought from Michael's Craft Stores, okay? And if you look closely, it's covered in asphalt sealer. So what I did was I took this, I take these and I dip them in a bucket of asphalt sealer, of our high quality sealer. It's got, you can see a heavy sand loading on there for skid resistance, and it comes in as a separate marketing package to that. And it shows them this is what our pavement sealer actually looks like when it's down on the ground. They can touch it, they can feel it, they can see what it is, they can see its quality. So again, another way to kind of figure a way in there. Let's discuss how great service on scopes, blah, blah, go through the entire thing. Here's the social proof right here. Please search both my personal and business name on Google. You're dealing with a lot of contractors that are changing names every year. They're getting picked up for buying pills on the street. They're drug addicts, whatever it is. When they search that person's personal name through Google, they're going to find out that information on that contractor. That's why I tell people, search not only the business name, search the personal name as well, because they could have legal issues. They could be have fraud charges against them, collecting deposits not coming back, whatever it is. All that information is going to come up. And again, P.S. Use the enclosed guide even if you never hire us or don't even call us for a quote. It could save your reputation the next time a Sealcoating job doesn't hold up. So how do you get this opened? You're not going to mail it in a regular envelope. You're not going to email because it's going to get blocked. So you're going to use what I like to call lumpy mail. Okay. So this right here, it's a bank envelope. Blank on the back. Front's easy. So you're going to take this letter, okay, with the free guide. You're going to fold it up. You're going to stick it inside. Sorry, I don't have the guides. To show you the 8-page guide right now, because my graphics guy is actually doing the graphics on it right now. But they would all go together in this. You're going to mail it with a handwritten decal on there, with a hand mailing label. You're not going to print it, okay? It's going to be handwritten on there. You're going to take it to the post office. I think these are I checked them out the other day. I think $5.65 to mail out. They'll give you the stamp for it and everything on side there, okay? When this lands in somebody's mail on their desk, they're opening this. Okay, I don't care. Unless they're a conspiracy theorist and they send it to somebody they know in the bomb squad first, they're friends with a bomb-sniffing dog. They're opening this. This isn't getting thrown out. It's not getting ignored. This is getting opened, okay? I've got 250 of these going out to property managers in Delaware, Southeastern PA, and South Jersey. Okay, these are getting opened. Okay, so if you want to get in front of somebody, you got to give them a some type of lumpy mail. Another thing that I do in that instance, so if you want to get into send out another type of way that's funny to get them, so send them an intro sales letter. Okay, so you take this plastic garbage can. Okay, take your sales letter, you crumple it up, you stick it inside. Same thing. Handwritten envelope goes around there. It gets mailed to them. And the top of the letter says, I know you were going to throw my letter in the garbage anyway. I just wanted to save you the trip in doing it. Again, this is getting opened. They're reading your sales letter and they're contacting you. This I used 15 years ago. It worked I don't say every single time, but probably 98% of the time, I got a phone call back when I sent this out. So 2 great areas you can use outside of traditional digital marketing to help get your message across to prospects. Enjoy the weekend.